Mike Dixon here, Vegas Sports Today, with Miss Cynthia Conte. First of all, it's fight night. Let's get your classic saying to open it up.
It's fight night, bitches!
I haven't heard that in forever.
I text it. I try not to say it because my son's always around. He's like, what's bitches? I'm like, oh, Lord. Okay, so yeah.
No, don't worry. We're going to bleep this out, okay, kiddo? So, first of all, it's fight week, like I said. It's fight night. How'd you feel about this build-up for this fight?
For the Tank Martin, it was a little slow in comparison to what I'm used to, but I think during the press conference it got a lot more heated because Tank Davis, Gervonta, was so much happier, and the natural shit talking came out, and the funny side of him came out. And Martin, I personally believe he got under Martin's skin during the press conference, but hey, you never know. And then even during the weigh-in. So I think all that, it made up for the lack of the promotion earlier.
I agree because him not arriving to the grand arrivals, that was a little thrown off, and we know about that tweet. But I know you've been getting to a lot of sports betting lately. How'd you get into that?
Well, naturally because I like to gamble, and I'm not saying that I'm a professional gambler.
Yet.
No, don't say yet. But especially since I'm in boxing, that you either pick who's going to win, what round, and I love prop bets. And so I just kind of started dabbling on BetMGM and Superbook Sports, and I've had very good luck. Knock on wood. I don't even know where wood is. But so I started doing more videos with Superbook Sports just because I wanted my sponsorship. But
Hey, shout out MGM. Hey, Scott, if you're listening, make the play. Cat, make the play.
BetMGM, but no, right now I've been doing Superbook Sports because I've been in contact with them, and I mean they're one of the largest sports books, and I just like every kind of sport. I'm like, oh my god, this is wow, just going into that sports book. But I've been really learning how to do the prop bets. I've been learning how to the lingo, the take back, the underdog, just all of that kind of stuff.
Mind you, you've been in boxing for some time now, and between LA and Vegas, being more comfortable here in Vegas, I think you got adjusted to sports betting. So, did you bet on the Super Bowl while you were here?
I did not. I didn't bet on the Super Bowl because I haven't gotten to football betting yet. I'm just, because I saw the prop bets for that. I'm like, oh my gosh, there is so many. It's like, will it be a heads? Will it be a tails? There's just too many. And I'm like, okay, I have to hone in.
Didn't you get overwhelmed with, yeah?
I do. But, I'm a gambler at heart because before I lived in Vegas, I'm a huge roulette player. I'm a huge blackjack player. I play baccarat, and I play craps.
You actually pronounced it properly. Baccarat.
No, but the funny thing is about baccarat is that there's a method. There's this actual way to play. For me, it's like heads or tails, or even or whatever it's called. And it's kind of like roulette. Is it red, black, and I just kind of look at pattern.
Do you know about first and 12? I'm sorry. Second and 12, third and 12.
Are you
on the roulette table?
Oh, yeah. The sections, yeah. I usually bet straight up. 26 is my favorite number. I do basket a lot.
Why 26, though?
So when I was younger, way back in the day, for you viewers that actually knew a cell phone, and no, beepers. So C.
Beep, beep. It was used to go on your hips, kid.
Initials were 26, and my older sister gave it to me years ago. So I've always had 26, and it's been such a great number for me. So 26, 2 I play straight up. 2 is my birthday, and I always play 36.
Oh.
20. I know 22. I always play the middle line. 22, 17, 20, 26, 28.
That's a good strategy. I'm very serious. No. My favorite number to bet on roulette, just throwing this out real quick, is number 13 because of Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins. And it's the most anti-lucky number in Las Vegas is 13. And I always win. But, yes, we got some big fights coming up real soon. We just see Adames. He won that fight. I think 2-1 on the judge scorecard. What you think about that?
I didn't really watch the fight because
Busy doing media stuff?
Yeah, I was doing media stuff, but the other fight that I got to catch, like just the half, was the Elijah Garcia versus Kyron Davis. I was really bummed because I saw the odds were minus 1,200 on Garcia, plus 800 on Chiron. I was going to bet, and I even said it yesterday. I forgot to who. I'm like, look at the odds. I go, I should bet. I had money in my betting slip, but I was like, you know what? I'm kind of moving money around to play other things, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be greedy, so there's a reason why I didn't bet. The stars, the universe told me not to, even though I should have won. But
So it jumped out on the paper, guys, and this is why she said she doesn't want to be a strong gambler yet, early on. But no, I want to say this. I commend you for what you've been doing. Um, Super Bowl week, you spoke with Sandra Douglas Morgan.
oh my God, yes.
The Asian and the AAPI month was last month, and the community, black and Asian. I'm sorry, I might have to edit this part out,
No, that's fine.
but just to speak with Sandra Douglas Morgan to represent also in that Asian community in Las Vegas, what did that mean for you?
You know, it's so weird. I've done so many interviews throughout my career, and when Giandra and I, my co-host from Best Women's Boxing Show period, we went to the sports brunch. I was so nervous, and I don't get nervous. Like, I get nervous a little bit, but to speak with her, because, you know, she was walking the carpet and just like, go, go, go. And just to pull her aside, like, can I just get a quick question? And we were at the end of the red carpet, or the purple carpet. And when I talked to her, and I didn't know she was in boxing, she was on the panel. She's a lawyer, obviously. She was part of the commission here in Vegas. And so when she goes, I thank you ladies, for being in boxing, for what you do, I was like, oh my God. And, you know, and it was one of my proudest moments, because I talk to guys all the time. I talk to women, female boxers, but it's different when it's someone that makes a difference on the other side to help these fights happen and make sure there's rules and regulations. Because I don't talk to anyone. Usually they don't interview with us. But with her, and then knowing that she's the president of Raiders, just saying. But it was really a moment. I was like, I have to edit this out right now. I am so excited. I was like, oh my! And I remember she tapped me because she's like, basically wrap it up. I'm like, oh no, I'm not wrapping it up. But it was fine. But she was so kind and so gracious to me.
So that's such a beautiful story. And lastly, here, Cynthia, shout out to Giandra, by the way. I want to leave my girl Giandra hanging. But for you to be on the Canelo fight card as a host, you know, starting with YouTube and your boxing history, what did that mean to you?
Well, it's funny because I remember I hosted the Gennady Canelo 2 with Jessica Rosales, and that was like early on in my career. So Jessica. So that was a golden boy. So Jessica and I made history in boxing history. We were the first two females to ever co-host a mega fight here in Vegas. So I was Team Gennady and she was Team Canelo. So we did from grand arrivals to the very end. We were on ESPN. Like, it was madness. And this is when Golden Boy had their MMA, Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz. That is how far. So now when I made a full circle, knowing that Canelo, I was going to be doing his card against Jaime Munguia. The funny thing, Jaime Munguia was on the undercard of that card because the commission did not accept Gennady to fight Munguia because he didn't feel his experience. So to see that I was co-hosting that fight not too long ago, I'm like, oh wow, this is a pinch me moment. But I go, you know what? I deserve it because I've worked my ass off. I do my job. I'm good at what I do, and I just keep going. I just keep pushing. I just keep pushing because I know I keep breaking down doors. I'm breaking glass ceilings. I'm shattering them because there's other women out there. There's other little girls that want to do what I want to do, and to show that it's possible. You can do it.
Shout out to a new influencer out there, Kinty. She was hosting. You know, what'd you think about that?
I didn't get too much of it, but she was good. You know I saw her. I think I saw clips of her doing the Canelo, but I didn't see much of it. And so I saw a little bit of her during the hosting when I was watching the grand arrivals. But that's all I got to see because I was obviously watching the fight. So I know, when you're doing a mega fight or a big fight in Vegas, you kind of get like, because everyone's watching you. Are you doing all right? Are you saying the right thing? Are you asking the right thing? So I understand. It's totally fine, and the nerves are always there, but nerves never go away. I know everyone I talk to, even broadcasters, have been doing this for years. They're like, we still get the butterflies. We still get nervous. So I'm like, okay, it's not just me.
You don't get the butterflies, that means you don't care. You know, that's what they say. But thank you so much for your time, Cynthia. Thanks for spending some time with me. Enjoy the fight. Looking forward to more of your coverage.